Don't worry about me. I'll get used to being homeless.
Good. I've got used to you being homeless already.
I can't get a signal. Hang on. That's better. So why didn't she fall for it? Did you look pathetic? Did you do your little cough like I showed you? But how could she resist that? Well, you were looking good. I could have taken you home myself. In fact, I did. You were snoring all night. No wonder she threw you out. Never mind. She's seen you living rough. We've planted the image. It's bound to start working on her conscience. I'll have to go. I'm photographing wildlife. Don't call again while I'm silent and invisible.
There, shivering behind that dustbin, and all she did was laugh.
You should have called us. We enjoy a laugh.
I'm sorry, but it's getting serious when your wife leaves you lying about outdoors on bits of cardboard.
I can see where that might be classed as the first passion starting to cool.
Been there.
You don't think this could mean she's losing interest in me?
Must you leap to that conclusion just because she's thrown you out?
She's never thrown you out before, has she?
That's not much comfort.
Give her time to think about it, and I'm sure she'll wonder why she didn't do it years ago.
Or even sooner.
Thank you very much. It's been a real tonic.
Look at this.
I bet Wildlife would like to photograph this.
Well done, team. Right on time. Mind the twigs. It takes ages to make this thing look natural.
This is natural.
Just lift. Gently. Mind the twigs!
I used to be a bit of a wandering lad. I never thought I'd hear me say it, but I hereby acknowledge I miss the comforts of home.
I miss mine. You're bound to miss the woman you lived with all those years.
You think so? I miss my favourite armchair, fully fitted bathroom, the Jaguar. Yes, even the old bat.
I miss chips. Linda Spanish chips.
Don't go to pieces. Morton will slip you a few chips.
Would he do that?
Plain or crinkly?
You're an ace, Morton. And you, Toby. I never thought I'd get to call you by your first name.
I can live with Sir, if you'd rather.
It's amazing how adversity brings out the best in people.
Yes, isn't it? I do opulence better.
I thought my wife was happy with me. She liked my cooking.
Do you mind not using that kind of language? I'd rather not hear the word cooking until Glenda drops this slimming campaign.
I can live with Sir, if you'd rather.
It's amazing how adversity brings out the best in people.
I do opulence better.
Do you mind not using that kind of language? I'd rather not hear the word cooking until Glenda drops this slimming campaign. You hear about the world going green? You should see my plate.
She had me decorate the spare bedroom. I wondered who'd be using it. Turned out to be me.
We had our own bedrooms. I can't do with waking up to wrinkles. There were bits of her peculiarly blue.
Why was she blue?
You don't inquire. Flight is the only solution.
Glenda's not blue.
Then treasure her. She's worth the ploughing through a bit of lettuce.
Is that your benchmark? They mustn't be blue.
I like them almost every other shade.
She wanted excitement.
It's overrated. Not to mention tiring. The great irony for me is that I was almost ready to settle for domestic dullness when she threw me out.
She caught you with someone.
I was merely tying up a few loose ends.
Your mascara's running.
Oh, it's just a little something I wear when photographing wildlife. You could stare right at me, you know, and never see me.
That sounds like a good idea. Where is he?
Who?
You know who. The little weasel who's pretending to be living rough.
The little weasel who's pretending to be living rough. No, sorry.
Don't give me that. I know he's been sleeping here. He's probably in there now. Well, you can tell him from me, I don't want to see him round me dustbin. In me dustbin, I'm prepared to discuss.
I'm getting a flash of insight here. It's all coming together. I bet you're talking about Howard. Isn't he out wandering, lonely as a cloud, in some wilderness, pining for you?
He's wandering round here, that's where he's wandering.
I keep getting reports of this lonely figure seen haunting the bleak hills. Oh, he's already entering into legend.
I know where he's entering. He's entering here every night.
They know he's out there. They're whispering his name on stormy nights. Sad man of Satterthwaite Moor.
Give over.
And you know what he's sad about?
All he's sad about is losing the idiot who used to warm his pyjamas every night in the airing cupboard.
Yes, I heard about that. In my book, that's true love.
Or maybe I preferred it to some of the other ways of warming a man's pyjamas.
Are you telling me that Howard went into the wild with all that camping gear and now he's camping in Hobbo's bedroom?
Well, it was lonely in the wild, and he kept hearing funny noises.
Oh, why should England tremble? And what time did he leave for the wilderness?
Around 2 p.m.
And what time did he come scuttling back to Hobbo's?
Around 7:30.
He didn't even wait for dark.
Forward planning.
Please put it somewhere non-slip. Came by river. Never pays to do the obvious. Keep the enemy guessing.
Keeps getting feet wet.
Good morning, Stella. Never seen you looking better.
Just talk some faff.
Not fluently.
We need to borrow Alvin. There's a hole in Howard's camping image. Needs mending. Yeah. Follow me, team.
You won't talk to me on the phone. I thought I'd pop round and we could have a face-to-face. The old forgiveness thing. Spot of making up and happy ever after. What do you say? How long have we had a dog?
I've been sleeping at your place.
Not anymore. I've thrown you out.
You mean I've got to sleep out here, all alone?
You'll get used to it. I've always found there was a sock to darn, a button to sew on, bits of someone to remove from your combat knife. Busy hands, that's the secret.
What can I do out here?
Can I say one word? Eyebrows. When was the last time we plucked our eyebrows?
Got me there.
Would that be last Tuesday, or was it Wednesday?
No porkies, please. Let's face it, we all neglect our eyebrows. Never had the time. It's been my experience in war zones and hell spots the world over that men neglect their eyebrows. Well, out here, alone in the wilderness, what better time for a good old session with the tweezers?
I'm not plucking anything out here.
You told Pearl you were going off into the wilderness.
I didn't mean as wild as this. I suppose there are still wolves out here.
There's nothing bigger than a mouse.
But how big are those out here?
As big as a bus, Howard.
Only single-decker.
Stop winding him up.
I'm not sleeping out here.
You don't have to. Nope. You can sneak back to my place. All we have to do is convince Pearl that you're living out here. Wretched, dirty, lonely.
With great eyebrows.
Am I interrupting your picnic?
We're on the front line. You snatch a bite when you can.
Can we be of assistance?
Within reason.
I want you to take me home.
Give over. We've only just met.
We finally found a policeman and he's a comic.
You have to have a laugh here in this job, when your eyes have seen what ours have seen.
Hasn't spoilt your appetite.
Now, a few pictures to show Pearl how miserable your life is out here. Look pathetic.
He can do that.
I mean, really pathetic.
Does that too.
You can laugh, but it's a secret of my power over women.
He's too clean. Maybe we should grunge him up a bit.
I don't want to look scruffy.
Yes, you do. Scruffy, neglected, lost. You've got to pluck at Pearl's heartstrings.
Oh, not her eyebrows.
Her heart.
Pearl has heart.
Of course she has a heart. She loves this man. Ask him. She warms his pyjamas.
That's another reason why I'm not sleeping out here.
If we bring you warm pajamas?
No. I want to go home.
We're working on that. You're not alone. You're surrounded by
idiots.
Friends.
Not the same as being shouted at by your woman at home.
It's true. I keep seeing her in my mind's eye, snarling at me. That's when you know you really belong. I wish she was shouting at me now.
We'll get you back to being shouted at.
Promise.
Are you suggesting your wife is violent?
It's not a suggestion. She is violent.
Can't help you there, sir. Not until you've actually been assaulted.
She set the dog on me.
Bit thin, sir. You'd have been on firmer ground if she'd have hit you.
Stabbing even better. You get yourself a nice wound or two and be there in a flash. Or at least once we've done a safety assessment.
What about my safety?
Naturally, that's our first consideration.
So he's set off with his camping gear, heading for some remote wilderness. How far did he get?
Next door but one. He's been sleeping at Obbo's, but I'm not supposed to know this.
You might have known somebody would take him in. He always looks so pathetic.
I prefer to think of it as devious. Don't you ever feel like reaching out and cuddling him? Cuddling him? No. Strangling? Yes.
You must miss him. I mean, I even miss mine. Much to my surprise. She does. She is missing him. I know what it's like to live in an empty house.
You've got your Travis.
I rest my case.
What makes you think I'm missing him? It's only till you get used to cooking, for one.
They leave a gaping hole in your bed. Mind you, in Howard's case, not a very big one.
The only gaping hole was him snoring.
True. It is the little things you miss.
It's coming on. He's looking good. What are you doing with your hands in your pockets?
Hands in pockets, unless accompanied by the owner. Howard looking good?
You believe that?
It's not easy.
She'll melt. When Pearl sees him like this, she'll melt.
Does that sound like Pearl to you? I reckon if Pearl had been Little Red Riding Hood, she would have eaten the wolf.
I like good, strong, nasty women. Married one.
That's all you can do. They're not built for casual entertainment.
Oh, you can take your hands out of your pockets now. It's not that I don't trust you. Or is it? Maybe it is.
Are you ready for this?
I can't breathe in all these coats.
Fake it. Fake it. You need the coats to keep out the chill of loneliness. Yeah? This is your ticket home. Once she sees how rough you've been living.
I've never been highly motivated fashion-wise.
And it shows.
I believe personal qualities are worth more than appearance.
And that's why you're still alone.
You spend money on clothes and you're still alone.
I know. I can't understand it either.
You scare the men off.
I don't know why. I'm just a simple homemaker underneath.
It's what they can see that worries them.
I'm going to change that.
Ye gods! She really does do antiques.
They're just looking for an old hat for me.
Check him out, Morton, see if he's hygienic. I don't mind poor people, as long as they're using a decent aftershave.
He's all right once you get past the first shock. He's only playing a trump for charitable purposes.
I'm sorry, I haven't got any change.
A charity for him. He's trying to work his way back home.
Who'd give a home to anything like that?
It's me, Howard.
Oh, that's marvellous, Howard. I never would have recognised you. I wouldn't admit to knowing him either.
I sometimes think I might go off and be a tramp.
Who's going to cook my meals? We could go together. Now we've got no ties. I do the cooking. We could lie out under the stars around the campfire.
Oh, do be quiet, Morton.
This is no time to go insane. Now, lad, I'm looking for a few more cheap sticks of furniture that Morton can carry home for me.
Oh, that's why you brought me. Why don't we have a stroll into town, you said?
It was while we were strolling I made this tactical decision.
I think this will fit.
It's filthy.
It's a genuine tramp's hat.
He was starving.
Oh.
I felt so moved, I let him exchange it for a slice of bread.
I didn't realise it was you.
It's not me. I'm having to stop being so in your face, scaring the men off.
And you think this is going to do it?
I have to try.
even though I look like somebody's granny. She's probably dead.
You think men are worth it?
No, but I'm really too young to stop dreaming.
You should get married. That's the best cure for any illusions about men.
I'm ready when they are. Oh, I give up. You see what kind I'm attracting now?
Oh, Barry, look. They've given that old tramp a lift. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
Barry? I mean, really nice. Oh, I think it's sweet. And I think we ought to do something. We should take him and get him something to eat.
Oh, that's nice. You won't give me anything solid to eat, but the first tramp that comes along.
Poor old soul. He looks hungry.
Look at me, Glenda. I look hungry.
No, you don't. Not till after Gloria's wedding. We're going to take that poor man for a meal.
It's Howard.
Howard? Pearl's Howard?
Yes. Under all those coats, he's in there somewhere.
If he's gone native, maybe we didn't ought to be taking him anywhere. Suppose he goes berserk with the big chopper. They don't ask anybody.
Rubbish. What's he doing in that condition?
She's thrown him out. He's living in a tent somewhere in the wilds.
I told you, that's stage 1. Stage 2, the chopper.
Quiet, Barry. If he's living in the wilds, we've got a duty to see he gets fed. We'll take him from here, Mr. Updike. Make sure he gets a good meal.
No, you must go. Go! And when Pearl finds out that people are feeding you, she'll be so embarrassed and ashamed, you'll be home double quick.
There you are. Where did you find that?
You're not going to believe it.
I'd be happier not believing it if you'd left him outside.
I can smell cooking. Maybe I better wait outside.
Stay here.
On the other hand, I suppose I could stay here.
Don't look at him and embarrass him, but who does he remind you of?
The mess that's left after bonfire night.
It's Mr. Sibshaw.
Pearl's Howard?
Pearl's Howard? I told you you wouldn't believe it.
Is that a beef stew you got simmering back there?
Be quiet, Barry. And close your nose as well.
So he is camping in the wilds. Oh, I'd no idea he was in that condition.
I know what you mean. He looks like he ought to smell bad, but he doesn't actually.
He's going to get some air freshener if he does. Ye gods! It is a day for surprises. What happened to you?
Absolutely nothing. Story of my life. There he goes again, look. Merciful heavens, you make a few changes to your appearance and bingo. They can't wait to manhandle you.
You look different.
You mean basic different or wow different?
I think basic, don't you?
Basic.
You can't win.
Important message. Your country needs you to keep away from the tramp.
I think he likes me.
He's not too bright.
I can live with that.
Eats caterpillars.
I've got breath mints.
You'd be getting in the way of something big here. Trust me, there are forces here you wouldn't want to mix with.
I'm being warned off.
Bad day for tramps. Next week better.
Why don't we take you home?
I don't suppose you mean me any harm. No.
Stop. I'm just dropping this young lady off.
How can you be annoyed with anyone who calls you young lady?
What are you doing with my man?
He's up to something with some mysterious tramp who finds me attractive.
That is mysterious.
I don't believe he's a tramp at all, the way they're guarding him. I think he's probably some eccentric, wealthy person who's living out his fantasy of being free from all his obligations and who may be looking for some wild thing to share his dreams.
But what if Pearl doesn't come?
You've showed her up all over town. She'll come if it's only to kill you.
I don't care. As long as she takes the body home.
You'll be home tonight. My team have told her where you are. She'll be coming over that hill, and she'll see you all alone in this pitiful condition.
Where'll you be?
Oh, she won't see me. I'll be blending into the background. Now, come on, lie down and look lost.
Look, I'm boiling in all this lot. Can I take a few off?
No, you need them. Your blood's thin. You're wasting away. Now, lie down.
Well, are you sure it's clean?
It's clean enough for dying tramps.
There's an ant!
Then lie where there isn't an ant.
It almost makes a girl believe in fate, bumping into you like this, out here.
Pearl's here. Get rid of that woman.
Where?
In the tent.
Oh, so this is life in the wild.
Is that sad or what?
You'll be sad when I get him home, playing me up like this.
Looks nearly dead to me.
And it's going to get worse.
No, not dead. Look, he's moving.
They're everywhere!
Lie down, man.
We're on an ant's nest.
Ignore them. Focus the mind. Find your calm centre.
All alone in the wilderness? Looks to me like he's got old Mog Tons.